Well, it's Monday, you just can't avoid it. God's got you down, you feel exploited. There's only one place that you wanna be, that's Martini Monday with Jory Lee.
That's right. It is the eve of the 2024 elections. And I, for one, am excited, a little trepidatious, as you will. But for people like me, I'm a self-avowed political nerd. I've kind of been semi-obsessed with politics in general for a number of years. But tomorrow's the day we get to go to the polls and we get to decide the future of our country, you know, what direction we're going to go. And it will be monumental, I do believe. I think we're going to see a lot of stuff tomorrow that we have many of us have been looking for a long time. What's up, Kathy? How are you? Thank you for tuning in. But of course, it is Election Day Eve, and we're all here, and it's also Martini Monday, and I hope you all had a great weekend. I had a real good time this weekend, actually. Of course, last Thursday was Halloween, and we had a great turnout here at Disgraceland. A couple of years have been sort of lackluster, but we had a great turnout on Thursday this year, which was awesome. It was all over by about 8:30, which was, you know, that's just how it goes. It is a school night, and the kids had to be in school the next day or whatnot. But it was a hoot and holler, and a lot of kids turned out. We scared the crap out of a bunch of them, and hopefully, you know, we're sort of the house in the neighborhood that is known as the scary Halloween house. So hopefully a bunch of kids will carry on that legacy, and we'll continue to be the Addams family for our neighborhood. Let's get things kicked off tonight with a little bit of Johnny Cash. This, of course, is probably his most well-known song, I reckon. I hear that train coming, it's moving around now. I ain't seen the sunshine. I don't know when I'm stuck in Folsom Prison. Time keeps dragging on, but that train keeps rolling on down the San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy and never mess with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I aim my head and right. I bet there's rich folks eating in a fancy tiny car, robbing, drinking coffee, and they're smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But then people keep moving. That's what the word tells me. bad guys and sorrow. I've seen trouble all my life. Hey, baby, we're Alabama, place where I was born and raised, the place where he was born and raised. Well, maybe your friends think I'm just a stranger, a face you never see no more. But there is one from hearts that is given. I'll meet you on God's golden shore. I'll meet you on God's golden shore. We're just a plain old hillbilly band with a plain old country style. We never play the kinds of songs that drive anybody wild. Play a rhythm song with stone feet, play blues song, kind of slow and sweet. But the only thing you get them on their feet strangest kind of way. Play it strange. Well, if they free me from this prison and that railroad train was mine, I bet I moved on a little farther down the line, far from some prison. That's where I want to stay. Then I let some whistles blow my blues away. Strangest kind of way. Now, didn't Luther play the boogie string? Luther playing the boogie woogie. I hope Luther's listening in. He'll get it tomorrow one way or the other. I think they usually listen on Tuesdays, but tomorrow, tomorrow's gonna be a weird day because of all the goings on and whatnot. So, don't know if he'll be listening tomorrow. No, I hope everybody gets out and does their civic duty, and as per usual, if anybody needs a ride, send me a message here. I'll be happy to come take you to the polls. These doggone things, man. Hey, at least I can see comments this week, so that's pretty cool. Couldn't do that last week. Starting to be a problem. Alright, I don't have a plan as usual. Ain't got no idea what the heck I'm gonna play, so y'all make your requests. You requested it first, now you're gonna request it. I'm using a new hair product tonight. It smells real nice. Let's play something on the old mouth harp there. French harp, my neighbor used to call it. Yeah, I can do some everything. Let's switch fiddles. Shut up, Tom, making all that noise. Let's see, I have no idea if this is in tune either. Brothers right there, Bye Bye Love. One of my favorites by them. It was one of their early hits, too. Yeah, for Catching a Buzz. I'm working on that right about now. And, of course, I am still searching for a large martini glass. So, in the meantime, I'm just drinking a large martini in a pint glass. It's probably ill-advised, but I'm going to be insufferable tomorrow night by about 8:30. I'm just going to be, you don't want to be around me. But I hope you all are enjoying a lovely beverage. I, of course, am having a martini. Your results may vary. Not bad. Not a bad one, sir. Yeah, a Heineken. One of the finest beers on the market as far as I'm concerned. We played so many different places this week and every one of them sounded different and weird. Come on over, baby, whole lot of shake. That's the wrong song. I'm gonna do that's my favorite. Shave my nerves and battle my brain. Much love drives a man insane. What the real, what the feel. Goodness, the range is great balls of fire. I like the love, but I thought it was funny. Came along, woo, honey. Love is fine. I changed my mind. Goodness, the range is great balls of fire. Baby, woo, woo. Up, baby. Well, I wanna love you like I love should. You're fine, so kind. Tell this world that you're mine. I keep a nail and I twirl my thumb. I'm real nice, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby, drive me crazy. Goodness, the range is great balls of fire. You're fine, so kind. Gotta tell as well that you're mine. I keep a nail and a twiddle my thumb. I'm real nervous, but it sure is fun. Come on, baby, drive me crazy. Goodness, the range is great balls of fire. That one's for Kathy People's Heel. Little Jerry. Oh, yeah. Jerry Lee Joy Lee. I get that now. What up, Wayne? It's kind of like a Legion feel. I get a lot of echo on there. I'll get Kathy's clown on in a little bit. That's actually a tough one to sing. I'm using that Layrite stuff you brought me from Vegas. It's the spray stuff. It holds. What up, Ryan? Mr. Ryan Flint, host of Tuesday nights. What do you call that? Tonkin Tuesday? Being that prodigy of a son of his. Dadgum kid makes us all look bad. You get that one little smart ass kid that comes along that can just play everything real well. Makes you look bad because you've been doing this for 30 years and he's like, he just does it. It's awesome though. Keep him on track. Keep him doing it. He'll be a son gun in a few years. I didn't talk to you earlier, Mom. What you doing? Cheers, ears. Wayne Harper has influenced my lexicon permanently with those. I find myself involuntarily saying when somebody gives me a drink, it's like, cheers, ears. I'm glad I can actually see comments this week, so it might be a little bit more lively. A lot more fun if I can actually hear what y'all are saying. So let's do an old Robert Johnson song. I'm born to Now she won't do nothing till her good man reputation down. When I leave this town, I'm gonna build you very well. When I leave this town, I'm gonna build you very well. When I return again, you'll have a great long story to tell. From 4 till late, that is the late great Robert Johnson. I'll be honest with you, and Kathy, I like to think that I have a pretty wide range of music, but my music pretty much goes from the oldest song I know, like that I play, is that tune "Sitting on Top of the World" by the Mississippi Sheiks. That one is from 1930, and pretty much right up until the Beatles hit America, I know a wide range of music from that era, and I know a lot of 80s stuff as well, but like I just don't know anything from the 70s. I don't know anything from the Beatles era through probably about 1980. So I don't know any Bob Seger. Yeah, that spell check will get you. But here's the thing, I challenge all of you to turn spell check off and then try to type something. It's indecipherable. I'm a pretty decent speller as far as when I'm typing, but like if I'm trying to text somebody and I don't have spell check on, it is complete nonsense and gibberish. Absolutely silly. What was the song I was messing around with the other night? It was an Elvis tune. Oh, dang it. One of those kind of obscure Elvis tunes, not Sun era, but RCA era. But y'all give me something. Let's see here. I got the old, I did this years ago. This is the quote unquote master list. And we don't use set list, but it's got a lot of tunes on there that I always forget about. How about this one? I wanted to do a Buddy Holly tune, so. Every damn day. Some of y'all get that reference. All right. It is Election Day Eve. Yeah, for sure. Oh, she knows that song. She knows that one, Chris. Come on. Your mama's probably about my age, I would say, so yeah. your mom is a little bit younger than I am then, Chris. See, I was born in 1934. I am 90 years old. 90 years young I am. All right, y'all give me some more. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me. Oh, one thing I did want to touch on, what with tomorrow being election day, is that it's going to be crazy tomorrow. I mean, they've already had record early voting and mail-in voting and all that in all the states, and I think they've already had like 77 million early voting, and there was like 156 million that voted last go around in 2020. So it's going to be absolutely bananas at the polls wherever you go. So just be patient with those people. Vote early, vote. You better believe it. I've already voted 16 times because I mean, you know, you just get those mail-in ballots. I didn't know if I sent them all at once or I send them out a little bit at a time. So I just sent a whole big wad of them. I'm gonna dump a bunch of them tomorrow. I vote 73 times in California. No, Jimmy, I ain't done no Chris out yet at all, as a matter of fact. That's a good request. I will. I know everybody wants me to do Wicked Game, but man, that old boy Jimmy Bro or whatever his name is, he done beat me out on that one. His was cool. It wasn't necessarily the most proficient, but like I can tell he meant every note of that. And that's the thing that I judge bands on, not so much how absolutely technical they are on their playing or whatever. I judge people on, do you mean what you're saying? Do you mean what you're singing? Blue Hotel, that's a great one. I used to do that back, you probably saw me do that many, many years ago. I don't remember any of it. Rockabilly Boogie was the Burnett brothers, Jimmy and Dorsey Burnett. I don't know that one either. You'd think I would. Dancing, that's all right. Thank you, Chris. That's a great one. That's one of my. I like that one because when people are like going gaga for Marvin, my little dancing wonder dog, he's dancing and he dances real slow to that one. He gets his groove on. Get my groove on that one. So I'll get dancing. What a cool song. Hey, bartender. Oh, I've heard that song before. Yeah, that's a good one. Oh, yeah, I'll have to do some research on that one. That's a real good one. It's a real good tune. No, I was talking to someone. We played a private event Saturday for my good buddy Dale and Becky. I call it Dale and Becky Fest, but I don't think there's an official name for the thing we did. But yeah, they had like 28 vintage cars show up, including a lot of folks from the Roadmen Car Club, or excuse me, not the Roadmen, the Pharaohs. Sorry. Didn't have no Roadmen there, Andrew, but we had the Pharaohs there. It's one of the older car clubs in the country. If you've ever seen the movie American Graffiti, the car club that was, kind of the punks that were messing with old boy, that was the Pharaohs car club. And a lot of them showed up. It was real cool to see a lot of them. I don't get to hang out much. I'm mostly, I don't leave the property unless I'm working. So it was nice just to hang out and have some beverages and eat some hot dogs and whatnot. Chicken. I ate a lot of chicken. Now that hey bartender is that hey bartender. I said hey bartender. Give me one, give me two, give me three. Is that one? Or is that, I don't know. I'll look up Johnny Lee. I may be thinking of two different songs. We are working on our Christmas stuff, and I'm still looking for some musicians who want to play throughout the winter season. Joe Breckenridge is filling in on bass as much as you can, but Joe Breckenridge is one of the most prolific musicians out there. That son of a gun plays 16 times a week. So he can't do my full-time schedule and his full-time schedule, so I am looking for pickers, both guitar and bass, possibly a drummer. I don't know. I'd like to get together with a band like that, see what's up. I'd like to have somebody who's good on rockabilly guitar, because I really like to explore playing saxophone a lot more. I've gotten into playing baritone saxophone a lot more than anything else. I played alto in high school and marched with that until 10th grade, and then 10th grade I switched over to baritone. I played baritone the last couple of years, and I really liked that. Hey Bartender by Johnny Lee. I do vaguely remember that one. That's one of the honky-tonk numbers. I'll tell you a song that popped in my head the other day was I'm gonna hire a wino, decorate our home. She said I'm gonna decorate our home. You'll be more at ease here and you won't need a room. We'll take out the dining room table, put a bar on that wall. Neon sign points the way to our bathroom down the hall. How's it going? It was a big hit. I don't even remember who did that one. Mel somebody or other. Mel Montgomery, maybe. I don't know. Hell yeah, Chris, learn to play. Somebody learn to play, good Lord. God bless old Billy Long. He has worked himself to death over the last, I think he's been with me for 8 years, so he deserves his time in the part-time status. David Frizzell, you're exactly right, Mr. Ryan Flint. Anybody would know it would be Mr. Ryan Flint. He is our resident expert on honky-tonk music. Y'all need to tune in on Tuesday nights to Tonkin' Tuesdays. And maybe you'll perform that song tomorrow night, Ryan. Now, I think I know, but I may be mistaken. David Frizzell was Lefty Frizzell's Son? Is that correct? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Here's a song, oh man, get that D35 out, man. Alright, I got a gospel tune that I've been, I'll tell you about this song. I used to play this back when I was, this weird sting, so if you hear ka-plunk, that's that guitar hitting the ground. For whatever reason, I woke up with this song in my head the other morning. This was, probably Tuesday of last week, and I haven't heard this song or performed this song since probably 30 years or more. I used to do this one up in Memphis.
Heavenly way, traveling on from day to day, and I'll sing this very song. Oh, great joy, I'm moving home. Oh, that joy, 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 the peace and joy, I'm moving home. Oh, that joy, 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 the peace and joy, I'm going home. Having to sing that heavenly song, peace and joy, I'm going home. And at last, when the day is done, and they crown the heavenly one, I will sing this wonderful song. Oh, great joy, I'm going home. Oh, that joy, 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 peace and joy, going home. Oh, that joy, 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 peace and joy, going home. Heaven to sing that heavenly song, peace and joy, I'm going home. Joy, 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 the peace and joy, going home. Oh, great joy, 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 peace and joy, going home. Happy to sing that heavenly song, peace and joy, I'm going home. And at last, when the day is done, and they crown everyone, happy to sing all day long, peace and joy, I'm going home. Oh, that joy, 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 the peace and joy, I'm going home. Oh, that joy, 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 the peace and joy, I'm going home. Happy to sing that heavenly song, peace and joy, I'm going home. Peace and joy, I'm going home. Peace and joy, I'm going home.
That is an old timey shouting number called The Heavenly Way. I'm in the Heavenly Way. The first version that I ever heard was Book of White. And a little piece of silly trivia for Jory Lee. Back when I was a teenager, I spent a lot of time in Memphis because I thought, you know, if it was good enough for Elvis, and it was good enough for Carl Lee Perkins and the Burnett Brothers, it was good enough for poor old Jory Lee. But I spent a lot of time up there kind of illegally busking. This was back when you had needed a permit up there to busk on the streets. I don't know if you still do it or not, but I was standing outside the Memphis Blues Museum, and this old guy, Mose Vincent was his name, and he was a piano player back in the back in the 30s and 40s and early 50s there in Memphis. But he was a contemporary of Booker and I didn't know this, but Booker White and Howlin' Wolf and Robert Johnson all kind of traveled around the same circuits back in the 30s and 40s. So Booker absolutely knew Robert Johnson, and so did Booker was predated Wolf, but they all kind of learned from Charlie Patton. Charlie Patton taught everybody how to play the blues, and the way it worked, where there was all these cotton plantations, and they would go around from traveling on the road week to week, and they would go to a cotton plantation on a Saturday night and play shout songs like that and all that. So I don't know, I'm rambling, but I got a chance to play that song with Mose Vincent there in Memphis at the Memphis Blues Museum. I had the silly hair and whatnot, and he was like, "Oh, you look like Elvis." He said, "You here for Elvis?" I said, "Well, man, I'm here for Memphis." He said, "Well, Elvis was my boy." And I guarantee you, every blues guy that came up after that had a Elvis song story that he learned from him. But maybe he did. Hell, I don't know. You don't know what to separate fact from fiction from that old stuff. But I'm pleased that I got to sing that song with Mose Vincent there on Beale Street in Memphis, Tennessee. That was a fun time for Tory Lee. His hands were all like gnarled up with arthritis, but he could still play the hell out of the piano. Amen, friends, amen. That is a song by Mr. Hank Williams Sr. It is called I Saw the Light. I'll tell you a story about the origins of that song. Hank Williams was a professional musician from the time he was 15 years old on. And So his mother was driving him and his little teenage band around, and they had come back from somewhere, maybe even Birmingham, I don't know. And they were coming back to Montgomery, and there was an airport down in Montgomery that had the beacon. If you've ever been around an airport, you see the beacon. What is this beverage? It is a martini. It's just in a pint glass. So, I'm drinking a lot of martini tonight. I can feel it too. I hope y'all are feeling it. But anyway, so they were coming back to Montgomery, and Hank was asleep in the back seat. And one of the boys in the band said, "Well, we're almost home. I see the light." Talking about the light from the airport. And Hank kept that in the back of his memory. Hank was notorious for writing little scribbles down on pieces of paper and sticking them in his wallet, and then he'd get home and empty his wallet out and make a song out of it. But somebody said, "Well, we're almost home. I saw the light." So he wrote that song. He was like 15 years old. Think about that. Midnight Special was actually a Lead Belly song. CCR covered it. I like CCR a lot. There it is.
Let the midnight special shine a light on you. Let the midnight special shine a little light on you. If you ever in Birmingham, baby, play back. Call Sheriff will arrest you, keep you in all night. Let the midnight special shine a light on you. Let the midnight special shine that loving light on you. Let the midnight special shine a light on you. Let the midnight special shine a light on you.
I don't know all the words of that one. That's a Lead Belly tune there. Y'all ain't never heard of Lead Belly. You need to look into him. He was an interesting cat too. One of those guys, kind of like Charlie Patton, it's funny because Charlie Patton influenced so many blues musicians, and then those blues musicians, like Charlie Patton, absolutely made Robert Johnson, made Booker White, and Howlin' Wolf, and all these guys. They heard Charlie Patton play live, and they went on and adapted what he did and did it their way. But then they went on to influence other people. I'm fascinated with that sort of thing. Kind of stupid, I guess. I hope everybody's going to vote tomorrow because it is Election Day 2024. It is your duty. That's what I'm here to do, Jody Jones. Ram Jam, Black Betty is also a Lead Belly song. And it was a spoken, whoa, Black Betty, bam, 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 hey, Black Betty, bam, bam, Black Betty, bam, bam, Black Betty, Black Betty, bam, bam, whoa, Black Betty, bam, bam, Black Betty had a child, bam, bam, the damn thing going wild, bam, bam, whoa, Black Betty, bam, bam, hey, Black Betty, bam, bam. I'll tell you the history of that song. And there used to be a documentary out, and I don't think it's there anymore, but it was about these guys called the Gandhi Dancers. And what they were these road crews, but they built railroads. And you have these long railroad, whatever you call them, rails, I guess they are. And they all have to move them in time. So they have to move it, everybody has to move it at the same time to move it into place. Because if it's, half inch that way or half inch that way, the train's going to derail. So they had all these songs like that. And Black Betty was a song that was a Gandhi Dancer song that they all did, they would move them rails all at one time. That's another great Lead Belly song. In the pines, in the pines. Nirvana made that one famous. Pepper Place, yeah, we got two this month actually. Jimmy, we'll be at Pepper Place. Jeez, it's on my phone. I don't know if I have the calendar on this Uber phone or not. I might, because it is synchronized and whatnot. Sure, I can see that. All right, so this month, yeah, what do you know? The 16th and the 30th will be at Pepper Place. The 30th, of course, we'll be doing our Christmas stuff. We don't have a whole lot of Christmas stuff, but we have some. And so we'll start doing that on the 30th. But we have the 16th and the 30th at Pepper Place. So, yeah, Black Bay was, yeah, a cool tune there. I mean, there's a lot of varying stories as to where it came from, but that's a story I always heard. So everybody's got their own, I reckon. I like, you know, I worked for a satellite installation company for a number of years, and I went into a lot of different people's houses, you know, all different backgrounds. And I went into this old Southern aristocrat woman's house down in Montevallo. She was probably in her 70s. But she had all these pictures, and she took me to each picture. You know, this was my great-great-grandfather, and this was his uncle and his cousin. And, you know, he fought in the war between the states, and he founded this business, and he did this, you know, on and on. She talks and talks, and I said, you know, I don't know anything at all about my family. She was, oh, hell, honey, just make some up. That was a revelation to me, because I don't know anything about my family. But it's like the story that Robert Mitchum, you know, said. I mean, they were talking about his bad reputation or whatever. It says, all the rumors about me are true. You can even make some up if you want to. Hey, Chris, you know, somebody else asked for that one not too long. Down in Louisiana where the black trees grow lived a voodoo woman named Rita Folk. I love that tune as a kid because it was on this 8-track tape that my mom had called Kooky Country, spelled with K's. Kooky Country. And it was on there. It'll be, woo, woo, another man done gone. That's a good tune. The Legion in Fulton Del Mom. Yeah, I can actually look at my calendar. We're there in November. Doggone it. Something or other. The 16th. So the day we Pepper Place that morning. And 2/3 Wildcat. We're playing at Pepper Place that morning, and then we're at the American Legion in Fultondale that evening. Those will both be Joe Breckenridge shows. So, I'd love to have a guitar player for them, but I don't know, or a drummer or something, piccolo player. But as of right now, it's just me and Joe. All right, give me some more songs, y'all. Olives. In all seriousness, too, I was thinking about this. My buddy Jimmy Epstein, that's what he said about their family reunions. Everybody was strapped. But serious business, no matter what happens tomorrow with the election or whatever, I think there's going to be some shenanigans that go on, some whatever. Make sure your car's got gas in it. Make sure you got some bottled water on hand. I'm not saying it's going to get down to that, but just make sure you got common sense stuff on hand. Well, come on, Mom. You need to join the Legion.
Runway for a flight tonight. Teardrop on me start to climb. Window seat written for sure. It's so strange, it's been days so long. Little baby starts to cry. is crowding in me and you. If I could, I'd turn around, set my feet back on the ground. I'll explain my rules for me. Thousand engine wants to climb. Oh, that world looks distant now. I can't seem to put no space. My cold heart, sweet fading, across the island they're holding hands. Feeling brand new wedding band. I see girls coming up. If I could, I'd turn around, set my feet back on one ground. I'll explain my rules to me. Thousand miles. I'll explain my rules to me. Thousand miles of misery.
What a great song. You can really tell. That's one of those songs by Dwight that you can... He's hurting, Linda. That's a true heartbreak song. I think that's what I like about Chris Isaac. He never really phones it in. Every song is... You gotta cut yourself to let the hurt out. That's what I would love about this one.
There stands the light, that is all my pain, that's my brain. It's my first fortune day. There stands the light, filled to the rim, till my memories grow dim. my first one today.
That is Webb Pierce that did that song. And that is, to me, that's one of the most heartfelt and sincere country heartbreak songs. And two, whatever genre of music can you say, there stands the glass. You know, I mean, that's just such a, I don't know, it's poetry. To me, that old country, that old 50s country stuff is just absolute, I don't know how to describe it any other way than it is rural poetry. It's Shakespeare, you know? You think about Shakespeare and you think of Shakespeare as being this, thee and thou also, and you know, so fancy. But Shakespeare wrote to common people. The things that he wrote were appealing to, you know, what they call the penny public and the aristocrats. He covered everything, but it was just simple language. It was everyday language that he used. Even though we think of it as thee and thou, it's all complex. But Shakespeare was of the people, and that's what, to me, country music is from that era anyway. Man, boy, howdy. Webb Pierce was the biggest selling country artist of the 1950s. I didn't realize that. But yeah, he was a mother grabber. Mama Ain't Jesus. Oh, I'm going to have to look into that, Kathy. That's an interesting title. You know, back in the day when we had record stores and you would go in, you would flip through records and you'd see an interesting cover and you'd buy the record just because the cover looked cool. That's an interesting title, so I'll absolutely check that out. Yeah, Webb Pierce had a lot of great songs. There were two different schools of vocals in the 50s. And I've talked about this before. There was the Hank Williams school, which was the old, you know, I wanted so angry. You know, he was kind of shouting his songs. But then there came along Lefty Frizzell, in almost about the same time. I'll make his lean with your kisses. Won't you come in the arms tonight while we're in this day? The highway's a day with your But so Lefty kind of used the electric microphone to do that. You know, he had a lot of inflection to his voice. So then guys like that gave way to, I mean, honestly, a lot of that was probably Elvis. A lot of the yodels that he did trying to do rhythm and blues music, he probably got a lot of that from Lefty. But then guys like Marty Robbins who came along and he, out in the West Texas, town of El Paso, I fell in love with the Mexican. But he sang and he yodeled and he did the Western thing. I mean, the argument can be made that Roy Rogers and Gene Autry had done it back in the 40s, but for country music, it was Lefty Frizzell. And so there was two schools. There was the old school shouting Hank Williams and then Lefty Frizzell. And you can hear a lot of those two things diverge through country music and through rock and roll music because of Elvis into the 60s and 70s too.
Don't want your love anymore. Don't want your kisses, that's for sure. I die each time I hear this sound.
always love that tune. I had a good friend of mine who grew up in the neighborhood of Minor there. I hope y'all had fun. Her name was Kathy Bearden, just a good friend. You know, she went to the same church, and she was just a cool gal. And I always thought of her when I heard this. You come. One of my goodest old friends, and her little brother Andy was a good friend of mine too. I think this is gonna pretty much wrap it up tonight, y'all. I've been going over an hour, and I can keep doing this all night. But I want you all to get in the bed early tonight, because you got to get up early in the morning. The polls open at 7 a.m. tomorrow. They go until 7 p.m. tomorrow. So don't say, well, I got to work. I can't go to work. I can't go vote. You got to go vote. It is your civic duty. It is your patriotic obligation. And men have laid down their lives for you to be able to do what you're going to go do tomorrow. And there are people in the world who would give anything to have that privilege. So absolutely get your butts out and go vote. I can't tell you who to vote for. I hope you've made your mind. I mean, I heard the term on the news the other night, undecided voters. There are no undecided voters. There are people who know who the right person to vote for is, but they're not ready to admit that. So that's what I do, Virginia. I teach. I love it. Because I know all these cool things, and it makes me, and I hope you're the same way, Virginia, it makes me appreciate the music more when I know all the minutia of it. I mean, you can enjoy a song on the surface level, but if you go down a couple levels, you're like, okay, so this came from that, and they wrote that because of this, and this guy played the guitar, and that guy played the kazoo or whatever. But it enhances my enjoyment of the music to know all the trivia of it. And my heart and soul is in Memphis, Tennessee, at a little place at 702 Union Avenue called Sun Records. And I've read so many books about that place, and just hearing the people who were there and did it when it was new, the stuff that, and I don't know how to explain this, but when I hear Sun Era Rockabilly, it's exciting every time as though it was the first time I'm hearing it, because it was just, it just made me who I am. Sun Records is who I am. So when I read these interviews with these people who were there, who were there when it was happening, it's just, I enjoy the music so much more because of that. Like, you know, hearing Malcolm Yellington talking about, we'd start the evening about 7 o'clock, and by 10:30 we were all drunk, and that's the take that Sam used, and you can, if you listen to it, you can tell. And I've got a couple of CDs that have some of the outtakes of a lot of these songs in alternate version. What people don't realize is that, like, back then, especially with a little independent label like Sun Records, that Sam would take a tape that it's a song that we all think is like Chopin and Mozart now, but he put the 45 of it out and it didn't sell much, so he reused the tape, and he reused the tape until it couldn't be used anymore. So a lot of probably amazing songs just don't exist anymore because they only printed maybe 50 or 100 45s of it, and they got worn out and thrown away and broken, and Sam erased the tape. So there's so much that was recorded there that we don't even know. But see, that's me, Chris. Is there's a lot of songs that I listen to and I love, and then I really dig into the lyrics, and it's like, oh man. I think it was Sturgill Simpson did The Promise. I'm sorry, but I was just thinking of the right words to say. I always loved that tune. When in Rome was the original band that did The Promise. And it's a great song. It's just such a good song. And then I saw it in Napoleon Dynamite. I was like, oh, I forgot I love this song. And listened to it again. And then Sturgill Simpson did it. And I was sitting on the yard with my wife one day, and I had like ugly tears coming down. I was crying. She's like, what are you crying about? I was like, this is a divorce song. This is somebody after they've signed the papers, and it's over. It's the fine. It changes it so much when you know the meaning of a song, and then you listen to it and somebody else sings it. But again, go vote tomorrow. It is your civic duty. It's your patriotic duty. You got the flag going in behind me there. You'll be sorry if you don't. I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. I know a lot of people are disenfranchised and whatnot, and they don't necessarily like their choices for president this time around, but I always compare it to this. You got a choice between a punch in the arm or a kick in the stomach. You got to choose one. Which are you choosing? Unfortunately, this time around, you just got to choose the punch in the arm. somebody cut you off in line, just be all right with it. There's gonna be a lot of people, and everybody's stressed out. Everybody's nervous and trepidatious about what's coming. Just be kind. Be nice to people. You may not like a political party or a political candidate, but a lot of the people that you do care about do like that party, do like that candidate. So you can disagree with an idea, but not be mean to the people who adhere to it. And I guess that's all I'm saying. Just be kind. Everybody's dealing with a lot of crap. Everybody's worried. But we're going to be all right. Because we got Martini Monday. Every Monday, right back here, 7 p.m. next Monday. This week, I will be at the club Friday night with Joe Breckenridge. Saturday night, right back at the Margarita Grill solo. Y'all come see me. I'm the only act that night. So come hang out and have a margarita. It's going to be all right. Be a lot of fun. Thank y'all for tuning in every week. Martini Monday. Tell your friends, warn your family. Let's grow the page. I'm trying to do it organically. I don't want to get all weird and do OnlyFans. And I mean, if it gets desperate, I'll put my feet up here and you'll see pictures of my feet. I don't know who would be into that. Somebody would. But next Monday for sure. Tell your friends, warn your family. Let's get these numbers up. Go vote tomorrow. I love you all. Have a great one. And if I don't see you in the future, I'll see you in the pasture.
Go vote. Be nice. All day, every day.